Across America's forests and mills, timber has shaped our economy, our homes, and our communities. Today, we'll journey through the heart of wood production, from felling towering trees to precision sawmills and modern veneer lines. Deep in the dense forests of Oregon, the day begins with the unmistakable sound of heavy machinery echoing through the trees. From above, the camera sweeps across the scene, capturing crews at work in a landscape that has fueled America's growth for generations. At the center, a bright red loader swings into motion. Its massive arm grips whole logs with ease, lifting and lowering them onto waiting container trucks. Each trunk, freshly cut, thuds into place, an orderly process that transforms raw forest into transport-ready cargo. Nearby, a green crane moves with practiced rhythm. It cuts, lifts, and arranges timber in precise stacks. Logs are positioned side by side, aligned like pieces in a puzzle, making transport efficient and safe. Decades ago, this job demanded teams of men and horses. Today, machines bear the weight, though the skill of the operators remains just as critical. Further along, a yellow machine dominates the hillside. Its purpose is clear: cutting enormous tree sections into manageable lengths, then hoisting them up rugged terrain. Each motion is powerful, each swing purposeful. The sight is both mechanical and timeless, echoing the same challenges faced by earlier loggers, only now with iron and hydraulics as allies. Together, these machines form a ballet of industry, red, green, and yellow giants moving in unison. They remind us how logging has always been more than labor. It is engineering in the wild, a partnership between human determination and mechanical innovation. The scene shifts, and we see another remarkable method of moving timber. High above the forest floor, a pulley and cable system stretches from the ridge down into the logging site. Freshly harvested logs are attached, one by one, and sent gliding upward, suspended in the air. The system looks almost simple, yet it is an ingenious solution, gravity-defying, efficient, and perfectly suited to Oregon's steep terrain. At the base, workers move quickly. They secure each log with chains and clamps before signaling to release. The cable strains, then pulls the load skyward. From below, the timber sways, creaking as it rises toward the summit. For many older viewers, the site recalls earlier times when cables and winches were the only way to move logs from valleys to higher ground. Here, history is alive, carried forward with modern steel and safety gear. While the pulley hauls upward, other cranes remain at work. Machines continue cutting, lifting, and stacking, each crew focused on their role. There is no wasted motion. This is a coordinated effort, blending muscle, machine, and method into one continuous operation. At the ridge, the logs arrive at the collection point. Towering loaders swing into action once again, gripping the timber and setting it onto container trucks. Workers step in to lash the load with thick cables, ensuring the journey down winding mountain roads will be secure. Safety and precision go hand in hand. Every strap and knot reflects decades of experience passed through generations. As the trucks roll away, loaded with Oregon's finest timber, the cycle is complete. Forest to ridge, ridge to mill. It is a process as old as America's frontier spirit, yet still vital today, an enduring link between land, labor, and nation. Once the logs leave the forest, their journey continues at the sawmill. From above, the view opens to a wide yard where timber is arranged in careful order. Towering machines dominate the scene, massive loaders with bright yellow rotating grapples gripping entire logs with a single motion. They swing, lift, and place the heavy trunks into tidy stacks, forming mountains of raw material waiting to be transformed. At the edge of the yard, trucks unload fresh timber onto staging areas. Conveyors rumble to life, pulling the logs toward the mill's entrance. Each trunk shifts forward, bark rough, surfaces scarred by the forest. This is the starting point of industry, where raw nature begins its transformation into beams, planks, and boards that will frame the very bones of America's homes. Inside the sawmill, the real work begins. Enormous logs, each one a monument of nature, are guided onto metal tracks that feed them toward high-speed saws. Here, machines replace the hand axes and crosscut saws of earlier centuries, but the principle remains unchanged, splitting wood into usable forms. 4 great saws rise and fall in sequence, each blade spinning with relentless power. As the logs pass through, they are cut into smaller sections with precision that would astonish earlier generations. Sawdust fills the air, caught by vacuums and channels, while the rhythm of the blades echoes like a steady drumbeat. The process is continuous. One log follows another, rolling forward on conveyors, always aligned for the next cut. Each pass reduces bulk into workable size, preparing the timber for the crucial next stage, removing the bark. The sight is mechanical efficiency at its best, orderly, measured, and relentless. To older eyes, the scene may stir memories of mills from decades past, places thick with noise, heat, and sweat. Yet here, technology has introduced both speed and safety. Operators, standing at control panels, guide the machines with calm precision. Each cut is guided not only by steel and hydraulics, but by careful planning, ensuring minimal waste and maximum yield. The lumber emerging from these saws is no longer rough trunks, but clean, manageable beams, ready to be stripped of their outer skin. It is the foundation of transformation, where the wilderness begins its passage into civilization. With bark removed, the wood takes on a new identity. No longer raw and untamed, it begins to resemble the materials that builders and craftsmen rely upon. Conveyor lines carry the beams forward to specialized machines designed to refine each piece with remarkable precision. Here, massive cutters and planers divide the beams into neat rectangular forms. Every dimension is measured, every cut exact. The machines grind and trim, turning rough surfaces into smooth, usable timber. Sawdust sprays in fine clouds before being whisked away, leaving behind lumber with clean, sharp edges. The variety of sizes speaks to the versatility of wood. Larger planks will become beams and structural supports, while smaller pieces may serve as flooring, furniture stock, or panels. Nothing is wasted. Even offcuts and shavings are collected, destined for paper, particle board, or biofuel. In this way, the sawmill represents not only power, but also efficiency, a full use of every resource the forest provides. To watch the process is to see craftsmanship on a scale unimaginable in earlier times. Where once carpenters shaped each board by hand, now machines replicate the same work thousands of times over, ensuring uniformity and reliability. Yet the essence remains: care, calculation, and respect for the material. Each stage has been meticulously designed. Computers and sensors track the flow, adjusting blades and conveyors with microsecond accuracy. Yet behind the machines are men and women who understand wood, its grain, its strength, its value. Their knowledge ensures that the technology serves its purpose, turning trees into resources that will endure for decades. At this stage, the lumber emerging from the line is both raw and refined. It is shaped, measured, and smoothed, carrying the potential of countless future uses. To witness this transformation is to see industry at its most deliberate and thoughtful, a dance of machines guided by the timeless need for wood. At last, the journey reaches its conclusion. The finished lumber, cut and planed with precision, moves onto stacking lines. Here, mechanical arms and conveyors lift each piece, arranging them into tall, perfect bundles. Every board fits snugly, every stack squared with care. What was once a forest giant now rests as ordered planks, ready for shipment. Some stacks rise like walls, waiting under the mill's roof. Others are bound with steel straps, prepared to travel by truck or rail to builders across the nation. The scene is striking in its order. Rows of lumber stand like soldiers, each one a product of labor, land, and ingenuity. Workers move through the yard, inspecting, tightening, ensuring that the stacks are secure. For the viewer, there is a sense of closure. We have watched raw trees become beams and boards. Materials destined to frame homes, schools, and barns, to furnish kitchens and halls, to shape the everyday life of America. This is more than industry. It is continuity. From forest to sawmill, from effort to achievement, the story of wood is the story of work, persistence, and pride. From solid timber, we now turn to another marvel of wood processing, the creation of veneer. This process takes a single log and transforms it into endless sheets of thin wood, the very foundation of plywood, furniture, and countless everyday products. The sequence begins outside, where a yellow loader swings into action. Its rotating grapple lifts special veneer-grade logs, carefully chosen for their straight grain and consistency. With steady precision, the machine places each log onto the conveyor, where the journey into refinement begins. Inside, we see a worker guiding the operation. Standing before control panels and digital displays, he ensures every log is aligned correctly. The conveyor delivers the wood into a massive rotary lathe. As the log begins to spin, sharp blades engage. In an instant, layers of wood peel away in a continuous sheet, unrolling like fabric. The effect is mesmerizing. Thick, solid timber, unraveling into ribbons of delicate veneer. The worker monitors the electronic controls, making adjustments for diameter, thickness, and rotation speed. Every log is different, and each must be managed carefully to ensure the veneer emerges strong and uniform. This partnership of human judgment and machine precision ensures nothing is wasted. The sheets flow onward, carried along fast-moving lines. High-speed cutters trim the edges, producing uniform panels ready for drying. Mechanical arms lift and stack the veneer with rhythmic grace, each motion measured, each placement exact. Meanwhile, large dryers reduce the moisture content, strengthening the sheets and preparing them for bonding into plywood. It is astonishing to witness. A log that once stood tall in the forest now yields layer upon layer, transformed into a resource more versatile than the solid wood itself. Veneer allows strength through layering, flexibility through design, and beauty through consistency. For generations, plywood and veneer products have furnished American homes, from kitchen cabinets to wall paneling, from wartime shipbuilding to suburban expansion. What we see here is not only modern efficiency, but also a continuation of a legacy. Wood reshaped to serve every era with resilience and practicality. From forest to sawmill, from solid beams to delicate veneer, wood continues to shape our lives. Thank you for joining us on Machine Arena. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of industry.